is in the...
EA Sports Cup between the Baltimore Ravens and our home team. And we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time. But admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes it.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run with Hall. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
The Ravens send their punter out now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Fielded at the 20. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Landry looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Turner. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down and a gain of 10.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Again, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
You know, we might start getting get some props here in the booth. You know that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play. Yeah.
That too.
Ball again on second down. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson looking to throw on third. He dumps this one off here to Hall. No gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
The good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know there is no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. To Ford, it's good for a dozen and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, trying to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Landry. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Landry. A quick throw, but incomplete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. It's caught inside the 25. And touchdown. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Crusaders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go along, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now Hall to start the drive. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Baltimore.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he stopped immediately there. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
Partner, you got to check this out because while they rightly congregate around the guy who just made the play on field, take a look at the sideline because they all went over to congratulate their punter because they remember it was his kick. They set them up so close to the end zone and gave them an opportunity to get the safety that we just saw to add to their lead. That's teamwork right there. Full complementary football, and they got it done.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. That's taken on the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. It's a short one here. Complete. There's a new man here under center. What do you think they saw to acquire him, Charles?
I think they went back to their old scouting reports because those never go away. And I think that they liked him when he was coming out of school. Didn't have the opportunity to get him. But now with this opportunity, they think they can get him back to his former level.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride.
You've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
inside handoff. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. No dice for Sean McDermott and the offense. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On 3rd down, Gore. Street's got it, complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run on 1st down. It's man. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll keep it on the ground. Man. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. To throw on 3rd down. Goal. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again. One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Hands it off out of the gun. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. 2nd and 9 now. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A strong this drive rolling. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
Brandon, you know more about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the 1st down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They'll set up a throw. Oh, a good move at the 5. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The sack will push him back only a couple yards, but certainly not what they were hoping for on 1st and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
2 straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down again.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Ravens. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he slings one that's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Gets him a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to...
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that era there. Turn it over that deep in their own territory.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's man, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get footy, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
On the move past the 40.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. Now maybe he hits him in stride.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Get some space. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they're able to build on things here with a field goal, but the question is how much longer can they really rely on their defense to pitch a shutout?
That's a great question because you know the guys on the other sideline are saying, give us the ball. We want another shot at this. So, yes, tight game. He'll take the 3. In this game, it's far from over.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's man. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Man, and despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's man. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. On 3rd down, Gore. Caught by Avon. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you, push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Operating from the gun, Gore.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Gore. He finds his man, complete. That's man.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. the middle. It's man. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Gore. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So 4th down coming up. John Harbaugh sent on the field goal unit. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And they're on the board now. It's 15-3.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On 1st down, they drop to throw. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. That's a gain of 4.
They're going to look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Operating from the gun. Gore.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Gore. He'll buy some time right. Gore hit. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one makes this a 19-point game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Taken in at the 3.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter.
On 1st down, Gore. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Gore. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with the score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 3.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Now a throw here to his running back, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. From the gun on 3rd down. Gore. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stopped him a yard shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 51 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, you have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.